Okay, Sunday, 10th of November, 2024. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Study Sunday, be more. So I was watching this vlog, this podcast a few weeks and months ago now it would be. Coach and Benway podcast, A Tethered Life, talking about how connected we are. How hyper-connected or connected would be the best word to internet, to the world, to everything. And there was this meme that emerged a year and a half or so ago, in July 2023, about TouchGrass. And this podcast, this is an old podcast, it's from 2018, and talking about superficiality of overloaded information, taking too much in, being connected all the time, not having a detox, so to speak, not disconnecting from reality, from digital space, and going out into the real world and doing other stuff, going into the city, going into nature, touching grass, as the meme would go. And I had some merit actually, because I remember talking with a client of mine a few months ago now, 4 or 5 months ago, about this idea of TouchGrass, and they were a little upfront about it, a bit uppity about it, not so sure. And that's an interesting point actually. I remember hearing years ago that we should take a semi-retirement, so to speak, every few months and go somewhere else and change scenery and travel or disconnect, go somewhere different. Change of scenery to mix things up and do something different and see different parts of the world or do something else. And that idea is quite good. And that podcast had an interesting point. Not to be so hyper-connected all the time, to be consuming information, consuming stuff all the time and being on the screens all the time. There's an interesting concept that I came across years ago, 15 odd years ago, called fubbing. Fubbing, which is when you're on your phone and you're with company, but you're on your phone, your attention is on your phone. So I tried to make it an effort to be the only person not on the phone, to be more present, to be more in touch with the moment, so to speak, taking in the moment as opposed to being on the phone. And a good idea. And then go one step further and say, well, be in nature, travel, go somewhere else, jungle, forest, mountains, hills, grasslands, you name it, be somewhere else. And be involved and take in the moment, take in the nature, and touch grass, whether with shoes, socks, or barefoot. And just disconnect from it. Disconnect from a change of scenery, disconnect from the digital world, or do something different and be part of something else. You could even go as far as to say, do a digital detox. Now that's an interesting idea, that is. Essentially, no phone, no internet, nothing, for a set amount of time. Interesting idea. A day, an hour, a week, you name it. Pick your time frame, easy stuff. I think that's a good idea. And you could even start simple by not sleeping with the phone in the same room. An interesting idea, why not? It's a good idea. But going as far as a digital detox, not having access to the phone or the internet for a certain amount of time, pick your time, a day, a week, whatever else. An interesting idea, being in touch with reality more, being in tune with the moment, being in tune with nature more in the moment. That's interesting, that's potential. A nice idea. I also like the idea of not being on the screen so much all the time. In general, I think it's good for the eyes to be away, to do something else, to spend the day outside doing something else and going somewhere else, checking out new places and new areas. I did a video months ago about if you got a choice, do the thing that's rarer. If there's something that's once a week and something else once a month, that once a month is more worthwhile than the once a week thing because it's rarer. So I say then, to avoid spending time on the screen in the digital space, which is important for business and work and whatever else, go somewhere else. Disappear and be a different part of the world, or do something different outside in nature, a long walk at least, things like that. Back in April, I went to Ireland for 3 weeks, climbing mountains. I did a video about this as well. Having a distinct goal, distinct reason to travel, having a specific mission. In this case, it was mountains. And here I am in El Salvador, other side of the world. And what's the mission here? What's the objective? Well, get to know the place. For some reason, there's fireworks going off. Not so sure why. But distinct mission. Get to know the place. See it. And I spent some of the day in the jungle today. Travelling around, going here and there, and tomorrow I'll be in the city mainly. That's very unique, very nice. And taking a step back from all these things, doing something else, having something else, and being part of something else, that's powerful. Really, really powerful. So yes, a tethered life, hooked and connected to the internet all the time? No. I realised something in July 2022, that anything we build in the offline world will be automatically better than most things in the online world. Because here's reality. Here is where it's at. Here's all the things that's happening in the world, right here in front of us, right here around us. And it's much more valuable than things online. Because it's in the world around us. It's in reality. Very nice. Here's what we can touch grass and disconnect. Powerful, powerful stuff. Powerful, powerful stuff. Yeah. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smarter stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.